personal friend and a friend to New Image. Every year he travels to many countries around the world and inspires others to be successful entrepreneurs in their own right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to put your hands together for one of the world's most inspirational business coaches, quantum leadership coaches, all the way from New Zealand. Please give a big Malaysian welcome to Mike Handcock.
Good afternoon, Malaysia. Oh, that's good. I'm going to go right down the back here and say good afternoon to these people. Excuse me. You people feel left out, do you? Good afternoon. How you doing? Afternoon. Cool. Let's go over here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, lady on her cell phone telling everybody in the world on Facebook how fantastic New Image is. I am here today to just share some very, very short messages with you. And no, I'm not a motivational speaker. I cannot motivate anybody. The only person that can motivate you is you. But I am here to share some very deep and fundamental messages as a friend of New Image. Have we got our slideshow up? Aha! There it is. This is my organisation. It's called Rock Your Life. It operates in around about 20 countries around the world. Every year I travel to 40 different countries. In fact, I'm running a program right at the moment here in Malaysia. And I ran off the stage of my own program to come here to share my thoughts and inspirations with you because I think that you want to lead a better life. In fact, you want to be the type of entrepreneur that is responsible and conscious. And what that means by being conscious is that you understand every day when you go to work what it is you're doing and, more importantly, why you're doing it. There's a new movement, folks, of entrepreneurs around the planet. And they're not people who want to make money for the sake of making money. And many of them you're going to meet today. Many of them are the leading people in your own organisation. Money is a byproduct of them doing what they've been sent to this planet to do, to inspire other people to their greatness, to inspire health. I don't know if you understood this, but you just saw a 74-year-old man who had a major spinal operation who was able to walk in under 48 hours when most people in their 20s couldn't do that. There's a reason for that. And there's two reasons. One is he's been taking his own product for 30 years. And you heard him say he has the fitness of a late 40s years old person. But the second thing about Graham Clegg is that he is one of the most passionate, inspired people I know. And if he could get on a plane and come here to Malaysia to talk to you, he would. That's the type of person that you should become yourself. But firstly, there's a few things that need to change for many of us. Can everybody do this for me? Everybody put a big smile on your face, a big smile. I want to see teeth. Right, okay? Teeth, lots of teeth, okay? Turn to the person on your left, turn to the person on your right, say you've got a great smile. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm going to teach you, right? Firstly, who here would like to make a lot of money? And I'm talking about a lot of money, like serious money, like you never have to work again type money. So, okay, so the people without their hands up now, you do not want to make a lot of money. So I'm going to ask you again, who here would like to make a lot of money? Most of you, great. Okay, here's the one thing I can share about you, about making a lot of money with you. Money is just energy. And what that means is if you don't have energy, and if you can't inspire people with your energy, your passion and your smile, you will never make any money. Never. In fact, go back and get a job. Live a simple life, be happy. Every single successful person that you will meet has energy, passion, and drive and is inspirational. And managing energy is the most important thing. When you meet people like Graham Clegg, you'll understand that. I want to introduce you to somebody who not only had energy, passion and drive, but he was one of the greatest minds of our time, Leonardo da Vinci. And the picture that you'll see behind me is called the Vitruvian Man. The Vitruvian Man is actually a very, very well-known picture. It's been used on many, many things. And what it represents is it represents you, the five-pointed star, in the middle of your universe. And this is the beautiful thing, is that your universe is your reality. You are the center of your universe. Not me, I can't make you do anything. Not your husband, not your wife, even though they'd like to be, you are the center of your universe. And if you look at all of the flags of the countries of the world that have stars on them, most of them are five-pointed stars. The reason why is because they're not about the stars in the sky. Just like at Karnak Temple in Egypt, the stars on that temple and the hieroglyphs, they're not about the stars in the sky. They're about the human experience. The most important star in the sky is you. It's all about you. So when you start to understand, like Da Vinci did, that the world was actually all about you, and you start to understand when you look at this painting behind me, not only does he have the five-pointed star in there, he also has all of the sacred geometry and all of the relationships of all things, including the earth, the moon and the sun, in perfect way as they are in the sky. You just can't see it until you study it. So you have to study and learn. Now, as you'll see around there, most of you, and I put this in because most of you are from Chinese descent, is that the Chinese were very, very smart people. In fact, they were great students of the world. And in 3114 BC, an emperor by the name of Fu He commissioned a book, which we call the I Ching, the Book of Changes in English. And what they did is they went and studied the relationship between all things. And the Chinese were great observers. They weren't academics. The word academic means trivia. Repeater of trivia. The Chinese were scholars. Scholar means observer. And they were wonderful observers of everything in the world. And they realized that it came down to really five elements. The element of water, the element of wood, of fire, of earth, and of metal. And they also knew that the most important element was that of water. The ocean's about 70% water. You're about 70% water. And this cycle that Da Vinci also knew, where everything starts with water, is called the constructive cycle. See, water thrown on wood makes wood grow. Wood put on fire makes fire burn. Fire turns things into ashes, which become the earth, and the earth under pressure becomes metal. Metal under heat becomes its liquid form. This is the way that everything in the world works. But as the Chinese in the book, the I Ching, also related that to business, they related that to five key questions. The water question is why. Let me share this. I'm going to come down here for a sec. Who's a mother in this audience? Have we got any mums in this audience? Let's have a show of hands, mums. If you're not a mother, don't put your hand up. Mums, please put your hand up right now. Don't worry, I'm not going to pick you out. Yes, you're a mother, aren't you? Correct, yeah, giggling behind it. Are you a mum? No. Are you a mum? Yes, okay, great. Mothers, you know this. You're a mum, you know this. What is the one question that all young children ask? Why? Why, mummy? Why, mummy? Why, mummy? You know why they ask that question? Sorry, camera people, I'm getting down here because I want to connect with the audience because it's all about energy. You know why children ask why? Because they just came into this world from water, and they're the most watery as children. So they're connected to spirit at the greatest level. That's why they want to know why. But our education system, as smart as what we think it is, tells us not to ask why, tells us to ask another question, which is the question that all adults ask. How? How am I going to make more money? How am I going to get a better job? How am I going to become more wealthy? How am I going to do what I want to do? Guess what, folks? How is the fifth question in the cycle, and you don't need to know how. You never need to know how. Because there's one element up there that actually destroys metal simply. And that element is fire. Fire always melts metal. Sometimes you've got to give it a lot of heat. You never need to know how if you know who. Because who always knows how. If you want to know how to be amazing in your business, then go and ask somebody who's amazing in the business. Go and talk to Nick. He'll tell you everything that has to happen. You don't need to know anything else. Go and talk to Chris. Other people that have just built businesses in this industry for years and years and years and made lots of money. You don't have to worry about how. But I want to share with you how important each of these questions are. American management consultant Simon Sinek has made a lot of money out of a book called Why. And what he said is that we do not buy products because of how good they work. We buy them because of the why that was built into the product. I'll give you an example. We don't buy Apple because the operating system works better. For videos, it's definitely better. Even for PowerPoints, it's certainly better than Microsoft. That's not the reason we buy it. We buy it because it's cool. And we want to be cool. And we want to talk about our apps and our iPhones and our iMovies and everything like that. That's why we buy it. So, every single person that you want to bring into your business, every single person that you need to make money from, needs to understand why you are doing what you do. If you speak to Graham Clegg, he will tell you the number one reason for him traveling the world, getting on planes all the time, coming to everywhere in the world, is to improve the health of the planet. And he's driven to do it and will be so till the day he dies. And by the look of him, that'll be another 100 years. The reason why I stepped out of my own event, where I'm on stage and running late, and I have somebody else covering for me at the moment to come and talk to you, is because I want you to reach some of your potential. I want you to get off your seats and actually do something. So can everybody stand up? Everybody stand up. Turn around to the people behind you. I'm coming down the back. I'm going to make you stand up, so stand up. Thank you very much. How polite. Good. Everybody turn around, high five somebody next to her and say, "You're awesome." Just turn around and high five some people and say, "You're awesome."
You're also something.
Say to them, "You can reach your potential. You can reach your potential." Exactly. Cool, you can sit down now. Give yourselves a big round of applause. When I started an organisation that helps people reach their potential around the world, I thought it was because of guys like Michael on the left here, who's from KL, on your right, who's from KL. I thought it was to improve his life. And then I realised after I got into it that my real why is because for everything we do, we have orphanages in Cambodia and India and other places around the world that we support to give children who can't afford it the type of information and learning that you're going to get today. That's why I do what I do. The why is the most important thing. The why is like a big onion. You need a why for living your life and doing work. And here's the biggest way you can impact your clients and your prospects. And I could ask any one of you this, and I would know what's in your heart. And when you know what's in people's heart, you can transform them. All I need to do is sit down next to you, have a coffee, and ask you, why did you drive all the way to Sunway today, park the car, and come to this afternoon? Why did you come here? And when you tell me, I'm going to know what's in your heart. And when I know what's in your heart, I'm going to know what's important to you, what's truly important to you. And when I know what's truly important to you, I can help you. But then I need to know what to do. So what we do is we run large conferences and conventions all over the world as one of the things that we do. But what you do is that you help people stay healthy and get healthy. That's what you do. And to me, that's the biggest why on the planet, because you can't do anything else if you're healthy. There's no point in having $1 billion if you're lying in bed incapacitated. Health is the most important thing. Then after you know what you're going to do, you need to know who you're going to do it with. See, my life for me is not about this. I've got plenty of this. This is actually quite easy to get. It's actually easy. If you don't know how, you know who will tell you how. This is easy. My life for me is who I want to be associated with, who I want to be friends with, who I want to support. So I'm here supporting Chris and Graham and their vision. I'm supporting the vision of all of you in the room that are new image distributors right now. Whether you be Diamond or whether you just started today. I'm supporting your vision because I believe in you. But you know what really hacks me off sometimes? The fact that I actually believe in you somewhat more than many of you believe in yourselves. That's a real disappointment. Some of you have less belief in yourselves than what I would have. Because every single person is equal. Every single person has the same opportunity. Every single person, whether you come from lower socioeconomic, a rich background, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, accountant before, or a street cleaner, has the same opportunity. I know, I was an orphan. So to me, it's all about who you choose to do business with. Select your downline well. You're going to have to spend a lot of time with them. Work with empowered people. Don't just try and sell product and services to people who you can have a quick fix with. It's like being a drug addict. Don't do that. Surround yourself with awesome people. If you're surrounded with awesome people, guess what? You're going to become more awesome. And that's pretty cool. After the why, the what, the who, comes the when. And I want to tell you that the photo I've got on the next slide is a little blurry because it was taken with somebody's iPhone. But it's not the photo, it's the person. So if you can read that, it says Eric Lassard, the world's youngest inspirational speaker, author, best-selling author, and board game creator. He's a client of mine. Eric just turned 10 years old. He wrote his best-selling book at age 7. 7 years old. He lives in Dublin, Ireland. He doesn't go to school. He homeschools with his mum. And he was the keynote speaker last week at the Monterey, another MLM, conference in Ireland. And he rocked the house. And I'm telling you that because some of you are 65 years old and you yet haven't taken responsibility for your own life. And he's taking responsibility from the time he was 6 years old. I didn't even take responsibility till I was 38. He's killing me. Imagine what he's going to be like in 20 years. When are you going to start? When are you going to step up? Is today the day that you step up? There are critical moments in your life and you have come here for a reason today. And I'm pretty sure that reason isn't to just hang out in the shopping centre during the breaks. You've come here for a reason. Eric started when he's 6. When are you going to start? And that just leaves one more question. How? How's where all the technicalities and all the training comes in and all the hours of study and research and everything like that. But for me, how's got to be fun. That's my business partner, Dave Rogers. He's covering for me at the moment at my other event. The reason why I chose that photo is because when we strategize and structure our new business, we like to do it at really cool places around the world. We had our board meeting last year in Istanbul at the Blue Mosque. That's where we put together all of our plans for this year. This year we'll be doing it somewhere else. You need to shift your energy. You can't think sitting in your lounge room. You need to get out. You need to be with people. You need to get the type of energy and feel that you love to have as part of where you are right now to do what you want to do. It is all about energy. And when you see Chris Perry get up on the stage, he's got energy. Everybody who works for New Image and is at the top has energy. Don't you? You guys are in the gold sashes, should be clapping now, by the way, and having energy, right? But there's one other thing that ultimately makes you successful, that makes you a lot of money, that makes you the type of wealth that you really want. And you know what? For me, it's also the most fun out of everything at all. But we'll get to that in a second. I wanted to give you an overview of my business. I'm in publishing, media, licensing, events, journeys, fashion. As I said, over 30 countries. We have worked with over 250,000 entrepreneurs in the last 8 years. We're getting there because this is you guys. You've been around a little longer for us, 250,000 distributors. Millions of people have been helped. Actually, Chris, the only thing I didn't like in your video that I saw earlier where you said thousands of people have been helped. It's not thousands. I thought about the number. It's millions of people that you have helped. People just like you have saved people's lives. You are saving lives. And you can't do it without a team. You need a team. You might call it a downline, but it's a team. It's somebody who's got your back. I can't be in 30 countries at once. I have a team, and they're awesome people, and they do different roles. You need a team. And guess what? This is the most fun part, because you get to hang out with your team, and your team become like your friends. And they're better than your family for most of us, because you can't choose your family, you can choose your team. You can choose who you hang out with and party with all around the world. We have a system in our business that's called star friendships. Some of you and I have just met today. We're 1-star friends. If I meet you in Singapore, we're 2-star friends. Steve, if I meet you in Cape Town, we're now 2-star friends, right? Then if I meet you in Panama, we're 3-star friends. Dave, my business partner, and I are 46-star friends. We've travelled and had fun in 46 countries in the 8 years that we've been working together. Find something that works for you that's fun, that's really, really, really fun. Engage people. People will lift you up when you're down. People will tell you how the world works when you need to know, and people will inspire you to be better and greater than you can ever imagine you are before, and it's fun to do stuff with people. That's why I'm here talking to you. That's why when I got the invite from New Image, I changed my schedule to be with you, and you guys rock. You really rock. But you know what? I want you to email me or Facebook me in the next 6 months and tell me that you learned something today that inspired you to finally take action, to be better than what you've ever been before, and that you're actually starting to create the type of lifestyle and wealth that you want. And if you need a little bit more inspiration, in 2011 I released this book. I've written 13 books. This is one of them. It's a bestseller in several countries, banned in Malaysia. But I'm releasing it today in Malaysia. This book is about you being the most inspired person. If you were everything that there was, what could you create? and there's lessons and learnings from all over the world, from ancient wisdom, from various cultures and everything else in that book for you. All you have to do is type in that address there at the top, rylevents.com. Just go to that page and you can get that book absolutely for free. You can save 70 ringgit, which is what you pay in the shops, and it's my gift to you because I want you to be the best that you can be. I'd like to thank everybody. Thank you very, very much, and we'll see you again later. Ciao.